Hello people of YouTube, it's Xanadu here, doing a video response in a way to Shock God. He wants to know how atheism has evidence to back it up. Okay, this is all coming off the top of my head, mind you, so please excuse me, and I don't actually have any physical evidence on my person apart from the fact that, well, my skull, of course, is evidence that evolution occurred. But yeah, basically he asked me this, and it said to me this: friend, you just said that atheism has facts to back it up. Okay, then answer this question. What proof and evidence can you provide that proves atheism is accurate and correct? Do a video listing of all the proofs. Okay. First of all, allow me to introduce the theory of evolution, which is pretty much you're going to discredit because you basically don't understand it, just like any other person who believes in a god. But basically what the theory of evolution has done has allowed us to understand a bit more about biology of all animals, including humans. And because of that, we have now learned about well, advanced in the forms of medicine and medical care. And also we have learned how to do things like cloning and biogenesis. We've even fully mapped, or almost fully mapped, the human genome. Now, what else have we done that has well, that's because of atheism. Ooh. Well, perhaps the fact that we have, in terms of science. Oh, yes, science. Well, science has allowed us to. Well, science is quite an important player in atheism. Science has allowed us to understand the universe better. For example, the Big Bang Theory, and cosmology, and astronomy as well. We know how stars are formed, we know how stars die, we know how planets are formed. We also know things about the Goldilocks zone. We also know about well, getting a better idea as to why the planets are aligned in the way they are. We also know how orbit works. Like, for example, the further away from a planet, the further away from a star a planet is, the longer it takes to orbit around said astrological body. And, well, what can I use as an example? Ah, yes, the former planet Pluto takes around 250 years to orbit the Sun. So therefore, a Plutonian year would be 250 years of Earth years. So several generations of people will have come and gone, and several conflicts would have started and ended, or ended. In fact, because of science, it was science that got man on the moon, not God. In fact, it was science that got a dog into space. It was science that got probes onto Mars. And it's science that is bringing us closer to finding out what truly is the largest creature on the planet at the moment. That goes to the blue whale. And also, science is bringing us closer and closer and closer and closer and closer to us being able to find a planet with life on it, apart from Earth. In fact, I'm putting my money on one of the Jovian moons because of the fact that there is evidence that there is more than one Goldilocks zone in the solar system. Because from what we know, gas giants emit radiation. And, thank you very much microwave ovens, radiation generates heat. And also thank you very much nuclear power plants and, oh, I don't know, the sun. Now, when there is sufficient light and heat on a planet that has an atmosphere, or any other spatial body that has an atmosphere, life can exist on it. And the moons of Jupiter have atmospheres, and so does, in fact, some of the moons on Titan. No, well, some of the moons of Saturn, particularly Titan, although that's mostly comprised of methane. Although it is possible for life to adapt to its environment, so therefore there could be life on Titan as well, which could contain the capability to breathe only in methane, just like the Ungoi in Halo. They had adapted to breathe in a methane atmosphere, so therefore those big canisters on their back are methane tanks. They can only breathe in methane. Bit snelly, but so yeah, I think Titan is going to really stink. But also, we've also found more than one planet in space, so we know that the solar system is not the only system out there, well, out in space, that has planets. And do you know what brought that about? Science. Did religion have anything to do with it? No. And as a matter of fact, if religion had its way, we'd still be stuck in the Dark Ages. We'd still be stuck with kings and queens who are tyrannical. And that being said, well, the only leader in Britain that I am truly loyal to is Her Majesty the Queen and the whole royal family. I have no allegiance to my Prime Minister. Mainly because of the fact that he is an arse and is clearly sucking off Nick Clegg's dick. And Nick Clegg is clearly sucking up his dick. But yeah, if religion had its way, would still be stuck in the Dark Ages. Would still be medieval times, because in medieval times, when Christianity and Catholicism and Protestantism reigned supreme, there was no scientific advancements. Absolutely none. Because the Pope forbid it. Because, well, would you like it, kids, would you like it if America was proven to be wrong? That's assuming if you're loyal to, well, an absolute loyal patriot. Anyway, also that bike you've got was not built by religion, it was built by science and technology. It was a mechanic that built it, not a deity. So, and also, before you say anything about the bike thing, organic life is actually far more complex than a machine. Therefore, don't even bother. Don't even bother. Anyway, I'm going to sign off, and thank you very much, people, for listening. And I know this has all been off the top of my head. I haven't had time to rehearse this and gather up information. I've mainly been thinking, why the hell am I doing this? It's a waste of my superior intelligence compared to this guy. Anyway, bye.